Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm still at Cox Arboretum MetroPark, and I'm just gonna take a little hike, little walk back on some of the trails here. There's not too many trails per se to really pick from. Most of what you have is mainly shorter, is mainly the shorter stuff. So overall, it's a small park. You're not going to get a whole lot of miles at this park per se, hiking miles. Let's say you'll get enough to get if you want a quickie on your lunch break, or something. It's definitely a park that I would consider a definite weekday hike. It's not really a park I would say to do the weekend per se. On the weekend, save your weekend hike for something that's longer, where you can get lots of miles in. Don't waste your coming to a small park. But definitely a park like this, definitely a good park for a shorter hike. I would definitely, this is definitely a weekday hike. Other parks you could get about 7 to 15 miles in. There's an overlook down here somewhere. Don't think I'm going to be going very far on these trails because there really isn't that much of a network, per se. It's yellow and blue, so yeah, right here I loop around yellow, then back around blue, and that only took just a couple short minutes just to get up here. So this won't take very long at all to cover this, because then at A, then at C, I do the yellow, then I'm going to come back on the blue. And I'll check out the bird blind. Looks like you got a couple little slight rises here, but I would definitely not, just based on what I've seen, I wouldn't consider this to be of any significant difficulty at all. It looks pretty easy, and because I think the yellow trail, I think, is around 1.8 miles. This looks like this used to be a trail back there too that probably is closed or is no longer maintained by the park system, but you have a little bit of a hill, but not anything that's too bad per se. A little bit of a creek right there. Kind of built that little side path for those that don't want to deal with the steps and just go straight up it. Another an arrow. Probably when I get to the overlook, I'm probably gonna start a new video there. Don't know how good of a overlook it's going to be, but we shall see what we shall see. Definitely have some shade back here, even though it's not very hot at all. It's not hot at all today. It's actually perfect temperatures to actually be back in the woods, which I guess is one reason why I was, motivated to come here today. Yeah, the highway is right in the back of the park, but I'm not too worried about that. You guys could probably hear the highway in the video. Guess this will give us a little trail intersection. Creek's pretty dry despite the rain that we had. I guess right down here is probably the overlook that they're probably referring to. Not gonna really make a second video of it because it's an okay one, but not anything to really ride home about. I'll cover the rest of this in another video. I'm gonna continue to walk around from. Well, actually, I'll stop this one now and start a new one.